character sheet, shouldn't I?
Well,
All right, I'm good.
let's do it.
Stream starting.
We're good.
Already did,
Good
right?
to go. Fantastic.
Give us the recap.
Do you recall last time you long rested?
You have to recap. You do your.
We took a long rest. That's what we did.
You took a long rest. Sorry.
Yeah,
you took a long rest.
Yeah.
So as you were all on watch, you noticed various goings on in the forest. And some commotion with a large number of animals and various humanoid figures running through the night in a general westerly direction, west-northwest direction. Brody also felt some kind of like stirring of the blood of that sort of primal call to join in whatever was happening there. You heard Broseph specifically heard the keening wail of what sounded like a wyvern, only much, much bigger. That's exactly what Broseph thought. And I don't think any...
No, I thought I had some... It wasn't coming...
you also noted, like... you noted shapes...
Glowing
like flying in the sky. Right? You noticed humanoid shapes in the night running also, some of them sort of illuminated by presumably torchlight. You also noted some dark figures hovering in the air over the general region where all these creatures and beings were running towards. And Beetle was able to discern that it was not... Whatever was happening over there wasn't moving towards you.
And then there was a fun interaction with DJ and his new friend that...
Yes, Tozu made a new friend.
We can't hear it. And that was like,
yes, Tozu made a new friend. You all were a little bit concerned that Tozu had lost her mind. Because she was just sitting there talking about stabbing and saying, no, we can't stab. I'm sure. Not even a little bit. No stabbing. And that's where we left off. It is morning. You have done morning stuff already, I believe.
Yep.
You did breakfast. You all got temp HP.
Already even cast a spell.
And then did like a quick recap to everyone so they know all the...
Yeah, everybody's been filled in on all the details of what everybody saw. And you are debating about whether or not you should head that way or say, nope, not our pig, not our farm. Good luck with the forest, everyone else.
So yeah, going to follow up on that would clearly be backwards from the direction we'd be going.
Yep.
So presenting that to the party as a
if you want to see it, you are like a couple hours away from Falkreath, and this was approximately 5 miles. So again, like 2 to 3 hours in the woods, back in the direction of Thalen City, from whence you have just come. Deliberate. Decide. What shall you do?
Well, we could go towards the next city, which is only a short jaunt away, and make them aware of the potential epic wyvern that's plaguing the forest there.
I was thinking, I was hoping that Beetle would send out a whisper and see if we wanted to meet up with anyone again. It's gone well in the past.
I think he needs a target. Like it can't just be like.
I think I was being sarcastic.
Oh,
oh yeah, because the last time we did it, we were in a freaking brothel.
I mean, technically, we still are.
It's more like a butchery than a brothel, but...
Yeah, you camped right in the house.
Yeah.
Little column A, little
Pull
column
the
B.
wagon up in front of the door.
You guys were the butchery, I was the brothel.
There you go.
Isn't that how it always goes? Hey. So yeah, we can go off that way. I'm assuming all that the parade of nature has ended, Eli.
Yeah, it's pretty much ceased. There is still a commotion. You can hear disturbance coming from that, like sounds still coming from that direction.
So do we want to go to the battle, or do we want to go to the city and just let them know and continue on with our?
We could
primary
do both.
plotline.
We could go to the town and see if they have information about what's happening, because maybe it's not new. Plus, it's only 2 hours away versus us just.
It is,
Yeah,
for
but
the
then-
sake of ease, I'm going to say it's 5 miles to the town and 5 miles to the disturbance.
Oh,
Yeah.
then
You're about 2.5 hours journey from either one.
if our mission is to help the people, and we saw people running from the problem, does that
We didn't see people running from the problem.
we saw
You
humanoids
saw-
with torches?
Going
Running
towards it.
Towards the problem.
Nothing has come away from it. Everything is going towards it.
I thought animals left it.
Nope.
No, animals were going
it.
towards it.
Animals were heading towards it.
Interesting.
Of all varieties.
Mhm.
I'll leave my vote up for I'll abstain. That way we have a 3-way vote, and I'll go with wherever the party goes. My last in... I need to
Well, you
bolster
can't-
my my confidence
Yeah,
again in my decision
You gotta
making.
get
Just second
Kitty.
guessing yourself and then second
the-
guessing the
Hey,
triple guessing.
it was, they don't know that there was shenanigans in my head. I've only ever told them that they seem trustworthy.
You chose poorly. That's clear.
Maybe I was tricked. Maybe I failed to save. You don't know.
No, once again, not evil, just an idiot. Just an idiot.
Chaotic stupid.
Hey man, I'm a bard. That's what we do.
Stupid.
All right, Kat, you haven't said much. What do you think?
I don't even know. I'm kind of okay with just getting out of this area. I don't.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't have a strong
So
opinion.
So there's one
either
vote
way.
to go to the town. Where you guys land?
I say we go to the town for completely unrelated reasons that I don't want to discuss right now.
Ozu, as you're contemplating, you hear a voice. You hear what sounds like a sniffing sound. I smell evil to the west.
You don't have a nose. What are you talking about?
Oh,
So
boy.
do you,
All of us have noses. What are you talking about?
you're,
You promised me stabbing.
There will be stabbing. There will
of
be
course
blood.
there'll be stabbing.
To the west,
Um,
we stab.
I mean, to the west. What about to the east?
That's the
Are you
city.
against stabbing to the east?
Bah.
what are you talking about?
Hey,
Someone
hey,
get
do,
rope.
do I ask you questions about your incubus?
Yes. And it was the succubus I talked to. Yours was the incubus.
That's true.
Regardless,
Eli,
I say we go to the city.
do I have any other inklings? Any other inspirations? You will.
You can still feel a little bit of that same feeling you tapped into the night before.
Okay.
Like your more primal instincts are drawing you to the west. Be that good or bad.
Right, that could be something nefarious.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not sure where it's coming from.
Hmm. Let me just check one thing on my character sheet.
But the way that you did that was specifically focusing on the blooming patch, the blooming wolf patch. Or charm,
Yes,
I
yes,
suppose,
I
the
would-
developing. Like you
Kinda.
you deliberately tried to channel as much of that as you could, and that's
Right.
where that insight came from.
Which is something I would say that I more trust. I'm gonna vote to go and see what this is all about, but I feel at this point I've been outvoted, and that's fine.
To the
But I'm
hubbub!
gonna.
I'm a changeable man.
Well, I mean, if we're doing 3 votes, that's
Yeah,
that's
Kat
two
said
to-
town, and Tozu said
2 to
I
1.
know,
So
and
I'm.
Tozu started
and
having
I'm-
a schizophrenic
and
conversation
I'm
with
having
himself.
fun changing my abstination to
Jeez, child.
jumping.
Oh
on
my
yours.
god. No. Why?
Sorry, the tiny human.
He
Oh, I was
jumped
gonna
up
say
next to
Danielle.
me.
I'm okay to
No,
be
like he
just stare at
scared
it.
me. I didn't know he was there, and he just kind of showed up. Ow.
How do you guys feel about a roll?
You want to say hi to everybody?
You'll leave
can
it up
wait.
to
Hi,
chance.
everyone in
How about
everyone in internet land.
1 to 10? We go
You need
west,
to go to bed.
and 11 or higher, we go to the town.
Let's go totally random. Let's roll a d4 and just pick a compass direction.
We're going south.
D100. Roll the D100.
That
Just because
looks
it's
like we're
underutilized.
going west if everyone's on page with that idea.
It's time for bed. You need to go upstairs.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know,
kinda-
but I feel like I just saw Eli's left eyebrow go up, so...
I mean,
I'm just
you guys-
curious. I'm curious to see how the party handles decision-making processes. This is a fun experiment for me.
I just like to roll.
I mean, Kat and I could go to town, and you guys could go west.
That feels like
Nah,
an
I feel
awful
like that's
idea.
No, that's
Too far to split the party. We could
Very
split in the
long.
same location,
That's a
but
very long way to split the party.
That's only 10 miles.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
you're
You're
gonna take
offset.
them up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
While you do that,
Oopa.
I'm gonna grab a beverage.
Flight pause. You have to go to bed, bub. You had a very busy weekend. Happy birthday. Go bib bib. Get snuggly. Yeah, you can bring Paddington. If you're cold too, you can put on like bigger, like not shorts. You can pull something out of the basket in the closet.
Ozu, you just hear to the west, to the west. To
There's
the
evil
west.
to the east, though.
Snip, snap, snip, snip, stab, slash, cut to the west.
Oh
To
God,
the
why?
west, to the west. There is
Stop that now.
evil to the west.
There is
Yes.
evil to the west.
Yeah, but there's better evil to the east. There's
Yes.
there's evil that we get stuff out of. We have a job to do.
Job
Don't
is
give me
to
that look,
kill
Cat.
Evil. The job is to kill evil. Evil's to the
Yeah, but my job is to kill evil. I have evil to kill. In the town where I was born, there lived a man who sailed the seas,
Oh jeez.
and he told us of his life in the
Hey, you
land
a
of
submarine?
submarines.
You hear more sniffing and just kind of a
You still don't have a nose.
bah! What do you know?
I know I have a nose and you don't. You are a sword.
Well, for all your noses, you still can't.
Also,
smell the
did
evil
Bill
left.
also go to put DJ to bed?
Yes,
He wants to get a drink.
but actually, you
I
though.
just, like,
He's
looked
coming
at
to
it, like,
your
Bill's gone
house to
as
give you a
well.
blankie.
I mean, cool.
No, it'll be warm. It's a warm blankie.
Mm.
But in the town. Damn it! And that's probably copywritten too. We're gonna get demonetized. Not that we're monetized.
We're not monetized at all.
Don't worry. Once again, we are sponsored by Apple Music.
Oh man, that's gonna shut us down.
Yeah, you just have to start singing Disney songs, and this
May
whole
as
thing
well
will be
say we're
over.
sponsored by Pokemon. Like,
Sorry,
let's
we
just-
are sponsored by Fiona Apple Music. Check out the re-release of Criminal, 24 years in the making.
Did you see Spice Girls 2?
I did see that's coming out. Yes.
Oh yeah, I downloaded. Ah, things.
I think I'm going to take Patrick to see that.
Yeah?
We
Hey,
were
wanna
talking
go-
in the car. So
wanna go
fun
see
story.
Spice Girls too?
I've never seen Spice World. He has.
I've
So-
actually seen it. Yeah.
Let that
Uh,
blow your mind
okay,
right here.
So for the record, it is a great awful movie.
I know.
like, it is-
I need to
it
see
is-
it at some point.
it
I
is-
just never got
it
around
is
to it.
very, very dumb, but it is so good. Especially when you actually, like, everyone knows the actual story of the Spice Girls, where it's like, oh, no, they were literally just put together and, like, into a band like that, like how the original, like how boy bands are made and
Yeah,
whatnot.
but like
But yeah,
a lot of boy bands are done that way.
But
No
yeah,
chemistry
it's
because they're
like,
just
it's like
snatched
showing
up.
them as like when they were younger, all growing up together, and it's just like we know this is fake.
So,
Right.
something I can talk to you about the movie. Total spoilers here. Post credits scene, right? Or during the credits, like they come off and break the fourth wall, and they're all like, "Oh, there's nothing on the telly. Why are you watching our movie?" And something, whatever. They get to the end. He goes, "I still got one question though. What's that? What about the bomb on the bus? Because apparently there was they were doing some cut smashes or something, and never resolved that plot hole." and then they all look to the side, and you just hear this giant explosion. That's the end of the movie. That's the one thing I remember from that movie. There was a bomb on the bus, and they never resolved it. And then they resolved it at the end. So I say
Alrighty.
west.
So are we going west or east?
I'm fine if we can keep my abstention and go east, or I
Odie
will
said
be-
west. Cat said east. Tozu started talking to herself.
There was an east in there.
There was an
somewhere, though.
east, and then there was a why west? No, we stab over there.
Yeah, and I want to try to stick to my chaoticness and then reverse my abstention and say west and then leave it up to chance.
It's completely 100% up to you guys.
I'm a
We are
character.
so
If you
fucked.
like the chaos, join in.
We go to the city then. Oh, the town.
Yeah,
All right,
everyone's
let's
afraid
go
of
east.
chaos.
Okie dokie. You go east.
No, the other east.
Oh, to the west. Mm.
The west.
To the west.
The town or to the disturbance?
Town.
I need a complete.
I'm
everybody-
going.
Down.
I'm
Town,
going with
town,
it. There
town,
were
town.
3 votes cast,
Okay.
and my vote lost. So the town. If my sense of leadership and direction has anything to say about it.
Okie dokie. Let me pull up the town map. All right. So you set off to march. Get rid of this house.
If that song has a name, I'd like to know it.
What?
It's like a white line there, Eli. Do you see that?
Louder?
Where?
These 2 squares to the left and right of that.
Can you take
Like, watch.
I won't remember.
Yeah, there we go. You got rid of it.
Yep. All right. So you start marching off to the east. In about 2.5 hours passed. And you see in front of you a faint shimmering in the air and feel a little bit of like a static crackle. And ahead of you on the path. Crap, where'd my tokens go?
Pops the wizard. You should have gone to the west.
I told you go west.
No, nothing so. Nothing
Yeah,
so
hopefully we won't be getting those arrows anymore.
arbitrary as that. You see 2 elves standing in front of you.
Probably be
So I'll
not on the
turn
wagon.
everybody around.
I need to be larger.
Make
So it's got-
everybody full size. Bim, 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 bim.
Ursif would be at the front because she'd be driving.
Is Beetle still allowed to ride in the wagon?
Oh no, not yet.
Womp womp.
No, get out.
You're looking forward. I'm doing that thing.
Roll
back in
a stealth check, Beetle.
I want to do the thing.
Contested by. Was it perception?
I want to do that thing that's back in the day where I just kind of hold on to the back.
You skateboard behind
It's
it.
like skitching.
Hold on.
Oh, that's a nice stealth check there.
I like to think that Cat's just whacking you with the staff the
Staff.
entire time.
Get out. Get out.
Stop thinking with your penis. Stop thinking with your penis.
None of you know that that's how this works. You have to. You're metagaming. Your characters just thought I felt that they were being truthful.
No, they were incubi, succubi. You were thinking with your penis.
They could have ensorcelled me like they did the guy who stabbed someone.
That's me,
Yeah.
and that's Broseph, who got a nat 20.
Fortunately, there's no crits on skill checks.
And I'm one
Still.
higher.
It means that you win.
Can Broseph get inspiration?
No.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
I mean, she is a level 1 fighter, but You're not a character.
Yeah, not inspiring. Not
Yeah.
inspiring, Broseph.
NPCs.
All right,
Either way.
Beetle does his best to sketch on the back of the wagon. Sneakily.
Does a 20
Uh,
still mean you do the thing, regardless of not critting?
Mm,
Like 1 is I
Okay.
fail, 20 is I win. The number doesn't matter. I'm not critting. I succeed, or no.
I don't like that for skill checks
Okay.
necessarily, especially contested skill checks.
Sketch,
So then a
sketch,
1
sketch.
doesn't. A
A
1
one does
isn't
not
an
necessarily mean you
failure.
fail. Like if you
Right.
manage to
If I
get
have a plus 23 and I roll
Right.
a 1, I got a 24.
then you can still then you can
Okay. As long as it works in both ways.
Right. Like, and the effective logic for that, like, I know everybody has bad days and there is bad luck, etc. But effectively, like, if you were a master lock picker who had been picking locks for eternity, and there was like a single tumbler lock,
Why would the 1 stop me? Yeah, like,
right? Like, it's not like combat where there's a plethora of things that can go horribly wrong, or like you can slip. Somebody can get the drop on you. Like
Totally
if it's a
just
thing
miss.
where you can take your time out of combat and apply the full breadth of your experience, which is what the modifier means to me. That's
so in combat, a 1 is a fail and a
in
20.
combat a 1 is a fail and a 20 is a crit.
Okay, very good.
20 is a success, but out of combat, no.
Works for me. Anyway, all right.
Anyway.
Stop.
So you're like, I will say that with because of, you're pretty sure that he's doing it, but you can't quite catch him.
Yeah, and anytime I see or Broseph sees, we'll just yell at him to get
Like
off
you
the line.
know that it's happening, but he manages to like hop off right as you turn your head, and is just like, what?
I vaguely feel like
I was just stretching my arms. I wasn't holding on.
I vaguely feel like I should be charging like a coin for to keep my mouth shut this entire time.
I'm gonna say that I sketch on this side because they can't see.
Silence needs to be bought.
So anyway, so you approach. You don't have to do perception or anything for it. It's a pretty obviously shimmering barrier that's giving off a little bit of heat and a faint crackling sound, and 2 elven archers standing on either side of the path. Beyond them, you see a fairly sizable clearing, about 200 feet in diameter, ringed by trees that stand just slightly taller and more robust than the rest of the forest you've been walking through, and a pretty regular ring. You notice that there's some like ladders, little holes carved into them, and suspended walkways made of rope and wood, kind of linking all of these trees. And you realize that you have in fact arrived at the edge of Falkreath.
And this barrier, are the elves on the interior of or the exterior of?
The interior.
Okay, so there's like a magical wall between us.
Yes.
Okay.
You can all do either history or arcana checks, if you so choose.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
Arcana.
Get that noble heritage, using some of that history to my advantage.
Arcana. Whoa.
Seeing I'm stupid.
History.
If we
It's
stop-
magic.
If we stopped, I'm gonna get off.
Would you know?
Off on the side.
Oh, sorry, no one
Pat,
else.
did you say
was
history?
on that?
I said history.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll history. I just
Yeah, I heard you.
fix my character
Sorry, it
sheet.
took me a second. I have a hearing lag today.
No worries.
Too. Yeah. 18 on history.
I feel I would know the history because odds are I've probably been arrested here before.
There's a guy.
Never
that you-
Ah,
mind.
that's a push up.
Hey, you've never been
mind.
arrested
I
here
have
before.
not been arrested here.
Hey, you have
Ah.
not. It is an elf city.
Or
Um,
you have, and you got hit in the head a couple times.
Beetle, it's
At the
magic.
church.
Stab you again.
You know.
It's magic.
Never believe it's not so. Brody, you know that all elven cities and towns, no matter how big or small, are equipped with some form of magical defense. You vaguely remember that there are some general wards and then some more like wartime defenses, but you're not quite sure on the details of anything. Cat,
It's standard.
you big nerd, you paid attention.
I am a big nerd. That's like my character.
I know, it's great. With higher than a 20, you know that elven cities and the elven forest in general are magically protected from most evil beings. And elven cities specifically are protected from evil creatures, undead, things of the sort. And they also, additionally, can enact sort of force fields. If you picture like Wakanda and Black Panther, they can stick up a more temporary but more effective and stronger repellent barrier in times of crisis or perceived threat. You know that they don't often do this, but they can, and this is what that is.
So, Cat kind of looks around at the scene in front and goes, "Oh," and shares that information with the group, being like, they're definitely like prepared for something bad. It's not usually like this in these kind of places.
Give a wave to the guards, and then look back to Cat and kind of call her to the front.
See, I told you there was evil stuff.
This isn't evil.
Trap.
You know nothing.
Yes.
What do you know? You're a sword.
You know
You're
nothing, Judge.
you're our mouthpiece in most of these encounters.
Hail and well met.
Hello.
In common or elvish?
I'll try common first because apparently common's easier so everyone can hear, but I'll try common.
Turn away, stranger. It's in pretty bad common. It's understandable, but they have a pretty heavy elven accent.
Okay. Oh, I still have the scrolly thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I pull out my little writ of whatever, and in Elvish, because you said it was broken common. Not stranger, here on behalf of what's our thing called?
The Knights Radiant.
Knights Radiant. Sorry, it's been a bit. Going to help different cities. It seems like you've got something going on. Do you need any help? Just kind of see what they'll tell us about it.
We care nothing for your writ. Turn away, stranger. No one's welcome here.
Tell them about what's going on back there.
Did they say it in Elvish?
Yes.
All right, so I turned and I said, like, they don't acknowledge our writ. They don't care about.
Okay, that's fine.
Here.
Tell
And then,
them about.
Yes. So I turned and I was like, okay, just want to let you know that there was some weird stuff in the sky, not too far from here. We heard some noises.
As you say that, they like step back from the barrier a little bit and they draw their bows. You can make an insight check. You can all make insight checks if you want.
I'm gonna look behind us.
Sure.
Assuming that they're like preparing to attack and it not being us.
Sure.
Be like, oh.
Okay, gets another 21.
If you like us.
If that
my.
forgoes my insight check, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, no, that will forego your insight check.
You know what? I'll make a perception check just for the hell of it.
Yeah, you can make a perception check behind
Being like, oh, hey,
Beep.
there's clearly something. What's back there?
Beetle, they're nervous.
Yep.
Tozu, whatever
They're
Cat
nervous.
said, whatever Cat said made them pay attention more specifically to her and definitely put them on edge. You're not quite sure what they're talking about, but you feel more distinct hostility. They didn't trust you before, Cat, and they really don't trust you now. You see a lot of fear in them, and you can also tell kind of from little more subtle things like the trembling of their hands. You kind of connect some of the pieces of their very poorly spoken common, They have pretty youthful features. That these are not experienced soldiers. These are kind of like basically kids with bows, and they're exceedingly on edge.
Like being made to do the thing.
Brody, you see absolutely nothing behind you, but as you kind of turn and continue to survey the area and turn back, you note that there is very little activity happening in the city for around 11 o'clock in the morning. It should be pretty bustling. There should be cook fires and a marketplace that's open and people farming and doing their daily chores, and you see none of that.
I'll lean over to Tozu since she's next to me. Like, it's not a whole lot going on in there right now.
Danielle and Kat and Brody can each make an investigation check.
Let me know when I can interject a word or two to these. Fine.
4.
Okay. You get what you get.
So I turn and look at what they're pointing at because they're pointing their bows, right?
They're pointing their bows at you.
Oh, at me? I thought they were pointing them up. So I'm like, wait.
They've backed away from the barrier a little bit in there.
I was like, do you know what those things are? Because we don't know what they are. And I just kind of like
Mai Tai.
look at them.
All of this was being done in Elvish, Beetle.
That's fine.
Okay.
Listen, you two. I've been up most the night. I've been tricked by a succubus, and there's some shit going on in the forest. Now either tell us what's going on, or let us pass into the city. That would be
Is that your
persuasion.
Texas accent again?
That's not Texan, but that's
So
unfortunate.
Beetle
I
was
think so.
That a Texan? But all right.
whammied by the succubus.
So before you can roll persuasion, as you approach and start kind of not shouting, but
Kind of shouting.
Not
doing
intimidating.
that, doing that at them. One of them speaks a command word, and you can both make dexterity saves.
Who's both?
Cat and Beetle,
Okay.
who are right up along this barrier.
I have that. Yeah.
We're gonna draw
Hold on a
this
second there,
in
guys.
Oh!
yellow. Dun, 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 dun.
You get +3 cat. 5, because you're within 10 feet of me.
+3?
Yep.
So 25? Take it.
Fortunately,
I'm proficient in dex saves. Woo woo.
Beetle is outside
It's
of my
okay.
aura.
20 is good enough. So you both are able to jump back.
Apparently,
Cat.
I have a +5, so I also have 3 more on top of that.
That's
It's
fine.
fine,
You're
he's a
both
twenty.
able to.
Bag it up.
Well, I guess you don't actually have to physically back up. You're both sort of able
Lean.
to jump out of the way as little crackles of electricity shoot out from the barrier towards you, and they strike the ground next to where you are standing, like you just dodge out of the way. And they leave scorched earth and a scent of ozone.
Quit
He's kinda
being
looking
little
like-
gobshites and listen to me.
That was really cool. I can only do that with water and air. How did you do that? Like a nerd. I'm just like. And I smile. Geeking out a little. I actually say that to them.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
I'm gonna give
like,
everybody else a
"Oh."
chance to also. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
Tozu and Brody, you see this all unfold. You hear lots of Elvish, and then Beetle walks up and says, "Let me in!" And then lightning happens.
Not quite
I
intimidation.
asked for information.
I just turned to Brody and I'm just like, elves. Why is it always got to be elves?
Hey, could be horses.
And that is true. Please don't try to sleep with these elves.
Alright.
I'm looking for either information on the west or access to the city. I give them a choice, but I want one of them.
One of this one turns back towards the city, pulls a small horn from their belt, and blows 3 short notes on the horn, and then turns back to you.
Good, get your supervisor.
Eli.
Yes.
Can Broseph, who has the background of military, discern what that call would mean? I mean, assuming it's calling for help, but like,
Yeah, I
like
the
bugle
creativity.
calls or drum, whatever taps.
Was it spoken? Or was it like
No,
sound?
it was 3
It was 3 horn
horn.
toots.
Okay.
Ba-dum.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. No, that's cool.
cavalry used to use horns and infantry used to use drums, and
That's awesome.
I want to work her background in. She
Yeah, I like
has
that.
no
Yeah.
military rank.
Pick a check that you feel appropriate for culture. I'm going to go with most likely
History, which I also would think would be like military tactics and
Yeah,
stuff.
probably history, possibly investigation.
She doesn't have either of those. But she's smarter than me, so it's just going to be an intelligence check.
Okay.
She got a 9.
They're calling for somebody.
Okay, yeah. With the they're back
like
up or supervisor.
The elven military probably has different.
I'm accidentally pulling a Karen right now, and I'm now regretting it, but it's already been done, so...
Yeah, you already said, good, go get
me
your
in.
I know,
You're demanding to speak to the manager.
Supervisor.
awkward. But what's my 24? Does that just get them blowing the horn? Nothing really works for that?
So you rolled a persuasion check before I told you to roll a persuasion check, and they
Oh.
did the thing before you finished your sentence.
I will be better at waiting for your prompt, sir.
No, it's fine. I just like it effectively didn't happen. Like in reaction to you approaching them and starting speaking, like before the effects of your words hit, they enacted their zappy zap
Their
protocol.
trap card. I got you.
There's zappy zapper. Is that the technical term?
That
was
is
their
the
I'm just so
That was their
excited
It's
to
a loose
roll.
translation. It's a loose translation from Elvish.
I'm just so excited to roll. I can't contain myself. So
They're kids.
I could try to
So-
say all that stuff before, if you want.
A couple seconds pass, and you see from the opposite side of the field a stooped over figure starts shuffling across the clearing. They're going pretty slowly. Shuffle.
Now I feel bad.
I'll cast
Shuffle.
message at him and say, "Halen, well met. Your 2 little upstarts aren't going to let us in or aren't going to tell us about what's going on over there."
And who, may I ask, might you be? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
We've been sent with this writ to go take care of some evil, which would benefit the elves as well.
Then why don't you go do your job and leave us alone?
We have to go through your city,
Shuffle,
and
shuffle,
or
shuffle.
help you with whatever's going on back there in the woods, some kind of wyvernish abomination.
You have a strange way of offering to help. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
A lot of weird ways for a wall to shoot lightning at my feet too, mister. I'm very antisocial.
Wait.
Really just the one. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
And I really have just the one conversation about what we need to be doing. I've been tempted by a succubus. Our friend over here started stabbing us. We've had a rough night. I'm sorry for being so crass, but your boys here just got me up all riled up.
And I suppose it's my job to make you feel better. Stroke your ego, perhaps.
I would recommend there be no
Things always
stroking.
stroke around a bard.
I would recommend there be no stroking. We just want to get on with our business, part of which would be dealing with ourselves in this town of yours, but we heard a commotion in the west.
Whoever this is has been very calm up to this point, and when you said we would like to get on with our business, it interjects loudly and angrily and says, "Then get on with your business."
Our business is protecting. Why are you so against us?
Do we look like we need your protection?
Based on the
Shuffle,
lack of
shuffle,
activity in your city and a big bad thing happening at your doorstep, sounds
You
like
can now
might.
you can now discern this character. They appear to be an old elf, and they're walking like pretty hunched over in a robe with a gnarled old stick,
I don't believe
and
it.
just shuffling
He's
across this
gonna
clearing.
master Yugwe me, so I'm not gonna be tricked by his demeanor.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Sorry, I missed the last thing that you said in character. Was it more sass? It sounded
Well,
like
no,
more
because
sass.
he said, "Why do you think we need help?" Because it sounds like there's a giant dragon at your doorstep, and nobody's hanging out in your village or your city.
And where do you think, oh great and mighty warrior, that they might be?
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking you. But you apparently don't want any of our money or our help. So good luck. I guess we'll be on our way. And good luck with all that. Have fun.
That was all murmured whispers, right? Like that was just Beetle kind of.
Yeah, that was all Beetle
So
and
he-
whispers
he was
Beetle
just-
doing the head thing.
Yeah.
doing shenanigans.
We
So
can-
this
we can tell
thing, this old elf approaches the barrier, steps right up to it, and stands up straight, kind of shaky, like like their back doesn't quite want to support them, and they pull the hood off their face,
I will
and they're
turn
just
around.
glaring at you.
After
they
I thought what I said, I turned around and I started walking back to the thing.
All right, everybody that's still looking
I'm hoping
sees them raise their staff. Beetle, you hear a thump. Everybody else also hears a thump as it comes down. And you all see a flash of bright white light
Hey, I turned around.
and awaken. Or you not awaken. I guess you weren't asleep. You open your eyes. Your carriage is gone. Min-Max and Broseph are gone.
Is that the same situation for me? Because I didn't see the light.
Yep. You did see the light.
I turned around.
It doesn't matter.
So
I'm just
it
going to
wasn't
put
an
them
optical
up.
illusion. All right.
It was not an optical
We are
illusion.
somewhere
You all
else.
saw a bright flash. And you all kind of blink away the flash from your eyes. And you're all kind of standing around together in a circular chamber, approximately 500 feet in diameter. The walls and floor are entirely made of beige, like sandstone, cut blocks of stone, and all around the walls are little shelves, like floating shelves, kind of set into the wall. And on all of these shelves are unlit candles.
So his
there are-
reaction to me thinking that we'll be on our way is put us in jail.
Apparently, he didn't like the cut of your jib.
That you're probably subliminally talking to him.
I thought that was actually rather clever, like using message to
It's clever, but people probably don't like it.
whoever that was.
Get out of my
Clever,
head.
but he was also very rude and sassy for
Yeah.
the
was
entirety
very
of the
sassy.
conversation. And it was like, was that sass? No, we're leaving. I'm like, okay. You are leaving. And in
our
fact, you
cat-
left. You are nowhere near the elven town, as far as you can tell.
Are Cat and I still mounted?
No.
I'm not
Yeah.
mounted to, right?
You are not mounted. Cat is not mounted. Bo is not there. Neither are your horses.
This is not good.
So you're all standing around. So you are standing towards one edge of this large circular chamber. There are just thousands upon thousands upon thousands of unlit, white, identical, approximately 5-inch tall, 3-inch diameter, 2-inch diameter candles, all unlit, all just standing in nice, even rows all around the walls of this room. You're standing at one end. Across the chamber is a doorway, and there's a large tile directly in front of you with the number 1 on it.
I cast prestidigitation on all the candles.
To
Light them.
Like,
Light them.
How many things can you light with one cast of Prestidigitation?
If you need me to sit here, I can do it.
It's a
over
cantrip.
and
You can
over
do every
again.
single one.
I think you're.
I'm going to say,
Tell
for
me
the
how many
sake of,
candles I have, and then I'll just say I do like 5. So people.
I'm going to say, for the sake of numbers, that there are approximately 100,000 candles.
I light 5, so we have some amount of light in here.
You light 5 candles,
Sure.
just at random. So you're in a room that's 500 feet across. Do you light the 5
500
closest to you? Do you?
Never mind.
Yes.
I'm just gonna.
It's a gigantic chamber.
Yeah.
There is some source of, it's got kind of a dim light to it. You can see all the way across the chamber. There's no clear light source,
Okay.
and there are no shadows.
Out of game. I'm sure this is not the direction you're looking to go with it, but my character would be a bit panicky. If Bo is within 1 mile of me, I can communicate with it telepathically. I reach out.
Nope.
Okay. Yep, that's got me a little tense.
Yep.
Can I do a history check if I have been in any kind of similar
Sure.
situation
Go
to
ahead.
this?
Oh, this prison. I know this prison.
13.
Nope.
I'm gonna activate
You said
one
that-
mark of true sight on Ashley.
Okay.
You said there's a number 1 inscribed in the floor?
A number 1 inscribed in the floor. The tile that the number 1 is in is slightly larger than the other tiles. If all the tiles are like, I don't know, 1 foot by 1 foot, this tile's like 3 feet by 3 feet. It's more of just like a stone, and it's slightly darker tan, and just has a large number 1 in it. Beetle with True Sight, you get a 500-foot diameter room made of tan stone with approximately 100,000 unlit white identical candles
So
on
nothing
the shelves
changed.
and the walls. Correct.
Nothing changed.
Is there any writing anywhere that we can see?
There's the
1.
number 1 in a large tile in the floor in front of you.
Besides that,
Nope.
a number 1, eh?
hmm
No, just 1.
There's an open door across the chamber.
I'll approach the door.
That's an idea.
You approach the door. It's an open doorway. You
I don't go through it, but like if I like say Tozu's the door, I want to like look through.
Sorry, it's not an open door. It's a closed stone door with an obvious handle.
Oh,
Kind of handle. Like a slidey handle or a push handle or...
Like a turn handle.
Knob.
A knob.
A knob. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
With the doorknob.
Okay.
The door is made of stone.
The door is made of the same stone. Yes.
That everything
As
else.
far as, do you all approach the door, or
No.
I haven't moved yet.
okay?
There I am.
As far as you can tell, the door is the same color from across the chamber. Beetle, if you would like to investigate the door, you can.
I would love to. I was about.
What's
to.
the height of the room?
A 60-ish feet.
And this room is blanketly illuminated, right?
It's blanketly illuminated. You note the absence of any shadows, and it's slightly domed.
Okay.
It's not a squared off ceiling.
Rounded edges.
So I had a decent history check of like their magic-y defenses and such. So can I do
This
it again
is
for
not
this?
Sure. Yeah, you can do another either history check or arcana check or
Yeah, I'll do
whatever.
history. I'm good at that.
Beetle with the 14, you touch the door. It's a stone.
Mm.
It feels like stone. It feels the same as any other stone. Cat with a 16, you have not heard about this place before. It appears the stone is not consistent with the usual types of stone you find in in woodland climates. It's not like granite. It appears to be more sandstone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're in the first room of what's going to be a puzzle or maze. And for us to continue, we need to push forward.
I'm gonna pinch myself. Do I feel that?
Yes, you feel the
Oh,
pinch.
okay, just making sure.
Can we touch the candles?
Sure.
They're like way across the room, though, right?
They're all around the edges of the room. So there are
Yeah.
some that are within a couple feet of where you're standing.
I'm gonna touch a candle.
But the room is 500 feet across.
Yes.
I'm gonna mage hand the doorknob.
You're standing at you're standing at the edge of the room. So Kat, you pick up a candle.
Yep.
It's approximately 6 inches long, 2 inches in diameter. It feels waxy. It is white. It has a new wick.
And is it like just sitting on the counter? Is it in a holder? Is there a hole?
Yeah, it's sitting. Nope, there's no holder. There's a series of
Risers?
Ledges.
terraced shelves, risers, like
Yeah.
stadium seating type deal. Going up and away from you, up the wall, and it's just sitting there. They're all just sitting there.
And he lit some, right?
No.
No,
You didn't light any?
Once I found out there was tens of hundreds of thousands, I said, not worth my time.
Okay. So I put the candle back down. Can I walk over to the one square?
Sure.
Wherever that may be. Nice. Like, don't step on it yet, but I look down at it.
I'm sorry to leave in the middle of a puzzle, but I have to use this.
no, it's fine.
You have to use the little boy's room.
Dude, DJ has his own room.
He does have his own room, but Patrick's
Yeah.
not going to pee in there. But yeah,
So
you can.
it's the number one. All the little tiles on the floor are the same color.
Mhm.
And they're about a foot square, give or take. The tile that the number one is etched in is about 3 feet by 3 feet and is slightly darker stone. And the number one itself is like brown in color. And it actually feels etched. Like you can touch it and
Yeah.
feel the indentation where it's etched into the stone.
So if I'm touching, it doesn't like do anything, right? It doesn't like shift or move or act
It
weird.
does not.
Okay. Doorknob, do it. You have mage hand.
I mage hand the doorknob.
Okay. The doorknob turns,
Push.
and
More than
as
10
you
pounds of force.
nope. So as you push the door open, everybody sees a white flash. You are all once again standing. Those of you that didn't move, it appears as if you didn't move at all. Beetle, you are once again standing where you were when you first entered the room. Cat, if you went to get a candle, you are now standing back where you were initially standing. And the square tile on the floor now has the number 2 on it.
Nothing else has changed
Nothing else has changed
other than the number.
other than the number.
It's brown.
And
It
color.
is, yeah, the tile itself is tan color. Here, we're going to do this.
Hey, Brody, I turned the knob. There's a flash of
Hmm?
light. We all went back to our original positions, and now the tile is no longer a 1, but a 2.
Okay.
Phew.
Just so we know everything's good in the little paladin's room.
Well, now you should turn the handle 4 times. You know,
Hold on.
because 2 squared.
Has anything... You didn't light any of the candles. Kat, you put the candle back that you picked up.
Mhm.
Turning the knob made the number click.
Yeah, I made a
So as you turn the
flashlight.
knob and push the door open, a bright white light flashed. Brody, because you never moved, you don't notice that you moved, but Beetle had been across the room and is now back at the starting position. Like where he was when you first walked into the room.
Do we
Cat had-
seem to be like boots planted exactly the same way type of thing? Like exactly the same or just...
exactly the same.
Okay.
We have been
The
reset.
number. But the number
Yeah.
now says 2.
I'm gonna just knock a candle over. It's like nearby.
Sure.
Okay. Just...
It falls.
Yep. Okay.
I'm
Keep
gonna
that
grab
there.
2 candles and put them on the 2.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
You
Other
have
one
2
on the
candles
front.
on the 2 and 1 knocked over.
I'm
Put
gonna
the
light
other one
2
back up.
candles.
No, I
Light
want
the
it
2.
knocked over.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
have
the thing-
2.
Go ahead, Eli.
Yeah. No, go ahead. So you have 2 lit candles on the number 2.
Yep.
And 1 knocked over On the floor, on the shelf that it was on?
Yeah, just nearby. Like, I just kind of reached back.
Knocked it off. Okay.
He
Yeah.
pulled the cat.
Sure.
Not the
Meow.
player, but the animal.
Meow.
Yeah.
So you now have 2 lit candles on the number 2.
Yeah, it still works.
Nothing has happened.
No
You know,
other...
they shed normal colored light. The
Do
normal
they seem to
distance.
melt it at an appropriate rate?
Do we have
No.
shadows? Do we have
No, they do
shadows?
not.
They do not cast shadows, and they do not melt,
But they're lit.
but they are lit.
And we lit them with normal purposes. Or no, did you use magic to light them?
I did. I mean, for all
Could be
intents and
ever burning.
purposes, they are regular fire, though. It's not magic fire that they're burning.
If you would like to try, as you sort of put your hand near them, they do have normal warmth.
We got a little scrap of paper, cloth, or something.
Sure, it burns.
Okay. Alright. Do you want me to stand the candle back up? Cat?
Well, I thought you were going to have him open the door and see if the
Yeah,
candle
essentially,
reset.
I
So
wanted
you
to
might
see
as
if
well
it
do that because you already did it.
I
And
mean, I
then-
put the candle back now that we've moved 2 away.
yeah, I guess. Put it back and see if anything
I
happens.
stand the candle back up.
So 1's back, 2 are still lit on the number 2.
Everything else should be as it was.
Okay, everything else is as it was.
I just thought it'd be funny if I cast a chaotic insight on the room so I can learn all of its stats. Don't worry.
Hey.
That was a quick joke in my head. I don't want to do anything.
Clever.
Like that.
All right, can you open the door again?
Use your mage hand if you can too. Let's all stay where we are.
No, I did mage hand the first
That's
time.
what he did the first
I'll-
time?
Yeah.
I'll
The
go-
door is 500 feet away on the opposite side of the room,
Oh, that's
so you
farther
will have
than
to
I'll-
mage.
This time I'll go walk up and use my normal hand.
Okay, you walk up.
But I
use your
will
no-
say 2, and then I'll turn the knob in the opposite direction if I can. If not, I'll turn it
Sure.
however it opens. And
You turn it. You say 2. Turn it in the opposite direction. Push it open. Sorry, did you push it or pull it the first time?
first time
You
I
pushed
pushed
it
it. This time I'll pull it. If
This
I've
time
got
you pull
options
it.
to do things different, I want to do them different.
Yep. So that you turn it the opposite direction. You pull it. You say 2. You turn the handle the opposite direction. You pull it. Everybody sees a flash of white light. You all reset back to the same position. The candles that were previously in the middle have reset to their positions on the walls, but are still lit now. And the number now says 3.
So the only thing that didn't reset was the fact that the candles are lit.
I guess I'm gonna get to lighting all the candles.
Okay.
Hours later.
How
I mean,
many
if y'all
candles
want to
can
help
you
me
light?
out,
So yeah,
no, we
can
did-
can
mean,
I
touch,
can
touch,
cat
touch.
can cat go over and grab one of the lit ones and light another one with it?
I mean, there's 4
Sure.
of us, so ideally we can cut this time. in
Yeah, we
parts.
can each pick up 2 candles, but tens of
So
thousands of candles.
prestidigitation takes 6 seconds. It is
I mean,
an action.
If it's gonna be quicker to just grab a candle and light it,
I'm gonna say you can light 2 You can each light 2 candles per 6 seconds if that's what you want to do. So you can each light a candle every 3 seconds. So that's 4
You do all the
candles. That's 4 candles every 3 seconds, which is 83,000 seconds. Divided by 60 is 1,300 minutes. Divided by 60 again is
What if I add
23
my-
hours. You can spend an entire
A day.
day and a rest and 8 more hours lighting these candles, if you so choose.
that
do
math
not.
is too
I
bad.
don't support.
You have none of your stuff with you. Like, you have your magic items and everything. You have none of your gear. You don't have water or food or bedrolls.
I don't have my bag.
So there's going to start to be a cost if you want to spend that much time doing stuff.
I mean, technically, I would have one thing with me, but it's not going to come in any use lighting fires. But
Correct. You have a best friend.
Yep.
Who has been suspiciously quiet this entire time. Maybe you figured out how to shut it up.
Anti-magic field.
Be trapped in hell.
So we haven't done anything about... Has anyone stepped on this larger block, this numbered block?
Yeah,
Touched it.
investigated it.
I didn't like fully though. Do you want me to like roll investigation? Because I just kind of like touched it and stuff.
Yeah, why don't you think about it?
Roll investigation.
Sure. That has to.
Can I do some Arcana on it?
Yeah, Arcana checks would be lovely.
Yeah, make checks and tell me what you're making. You get the same information as before.
I want
Yeah.
to try to glean what kind of magic. I mean, what's. If what's happening to us is magical, I want to try to understand the situation that we're in. What Infinity Stone is fucking with us?
Either space or time is not happening the way that it should be happening. You have an item that can possibly detect magic, but as far as you're aware, this is some form of magical trickery or a loop of some kind. You're at least being teleported, or things are being reset, or space is twisting on itself. The fire seems to be persisting. The number may or may not have something to do with it. The positions of everything are being reset.
No shadows in the room.
No shadows in the room, and no... Like, the candles are shedding light, but everything was already lit. Somewhere between dim and bright. It's not quite dim light, but...
Yeah, it's just a blanket of...
It's just
general
blanket,
light.
homogeneous.
So, things we haven't tried. We haven't tried snuffing a candle. We haven't tried standing on the block when the door's open. The number might not mean anything. It literally could just...
I feel like it's just counting how many times we see that stupid light. Like 1, then we saw it again. 2, then we saw it again.
but
3.
it might not matter at all.
It's like how many tries we've done.
Yeah.
Should we close our eyes? Should we
You try closing our eyes, the bright
line
flash.
around the door just candles that are lit?
Yeah, let's try keeping our eyes shut,
I
seeing how
wanna
it's a
have a-
bright flash.
I want to have a candle that's lit in my hand. Everybody close your eyes, and all 3 of you stand on that square. And I'll go do the door thing again. We'll all have our eyes closed. But I'll have a candle in my hand at the door.
I will
All of
step
you have
onto
a
the
candle,
square.
And all of you have a candle in your hand that's lit.
Sure.
Sure, I'll do it.
I hold a lit candle and I stand on the square.
So you all 3 of you hold lit candles?
Yeah,
All 4
I close my
are holding
eyes.
lit candles.
Okay.
All 4
3
will
are on
have
the
our
square.
eyes closed. But first I will position myself at the door with lit candle in one hand, hand on knob. Everybody, close your eyes. Turn knob.
Eyes closed.
Move the door.
Okay. You turn the door handle, you push the door open. So all 4 of you had lit candles.
Yes, and all of us had
3
our
of
eyes
you were
closed.
standing on the square. All of you had your eyes closed. Okay. So you once again see a flash of white light. However,
my eyes are closed.
yes, your eyes are closed and you still somehow
And you can see
perceiving.
light through your eyelids.
My glasses
A flash
keep me
of
from
white
being
light.
blinded, so I...
And you all, as the light fades from your eyes, open them to find yourselves in a different room.
I feel like the lit candles was the key.
Oh, one variable changed it.
The candles are gone. Everything is gone.
Okay.
You are now in a dark, damp. This is homogeneously lit with dim light. But it is dark. It is damp. There's a faint dripping sound coming from just kind of all around you. There's no actual water that you can see. And there's a large, like a standing tablet in the middle of the room. It's a stone tab about 7 feet tall and 4 feet across. And on it, let's see if this pastes. Yeah, there we go. Nice. On it is this grid of letters. Across the room from you is a locked stone door with no obvious opening, like no turn handle or anything like that. It's just there's a door frame and a distinct slab of stone blocking the door frame.
I'll walk up to the edge of this mess.
Sure.
Are these all 5 foot squares?
No, these are
They're smaller than this.
Well, this is
We
a
could jump to
standing-
any of
this
them.
is a-
each one is a 1 foot square for the sake of this. For the sake of being able to give you a visual that you can actually see.
Is this standing up or is
Yeah.
this on the floor?
You said
This is
was a
standing upright,
It's
this
a
is
tablet.
standing tablet,
Okay.
and this is on the tablet.
and this is on the tablet. It's like 7 by. We'll call it 7 by 5, and each of these is a 1 foot by 1 foot square. So it's a 5
They're
by
all
5 grid of letters.
They're all reachable to most of the party.
They're all reachable to most of the party, and there's an inscription
Tozu.
on the. Yeah, sorry, Tozu. There is an inscription on the top that is in. It says.
I'm really gonna
Closed.
hope Ashley's are working on this
Come
one.
out.
These
Ashley?
letters are in common.
Yes.
That writing is in common.
The writing is in common. That's etched into the stone above these letters.
Okay. Brody thinks he has an idea. I'll stand here, seeing how this is probably I'm looking at it.
Yes. Yeah, you can all we all come over. Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so I'm going to draw everyone's attention to Only Fools Cannot Find at the top. I assume everybody can see it. Maybe Tozu can't. So just so you know, it says this up top. Got you,
I know,
Tozu. Even though you stabbed me.
if everyone doesn't mind, I'm going to give this one a go.
Can you tell us what you're doing?
I'm going to try to spell something.
Okay, what do you want to spell?
Open. I'm going to start reaching out and look at everyone. Is anyone going to stop me? No.
Only
ping
Fools
whichever-
Cannot Find open.
How
I
are
don't
you?
think it
How are you
matters.
spelling open? Are you touching the tiles?
Yeah, so I'm gonna reach out with my my gauntleted hand, and I'm gonna. I know. This O here strikes my fancy.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch it, just literally just a touch to start. Anything?
Sure.
Does it react in any way?
It lights up.
Okay.
The just the O part starts to glow.
Like the letter.
The letter O
the
itself.
engraving of the O.
Yeah.
Okay, and I release. Does it stay lit?
Yep.
Okay, and then this P.
Sure. The P also starts to glow.
So the O and the P are both glowing.
Yep.
This E.
They all go dark.
There's another E. There's no E. Oh. Okay. Well, that was my idea. I don't see another E. Granted, there are other O's, and there's only that one N.
Let's keep that going. O P, and I want to.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I want to spell out opposite.
O P.
E. Okay.
Right. So those still
They
glow.
both. Yep. The O glows. Then you touch the P glows. They're both.
Okay. What do you want me to do next, Beetle?
I want you to spell out
Yeah,
opposite.
there's not another
No,
P.
There's not another P.
You want to
Hang
touch
on,
the
alright.
same P again?
I
Can
mean,
you hit-
yeah, I could.
Hit
do
the
the
U
best.
next to it.
Okay. I will press this U.
The U also glows.
Okay.
Now you have O P U,
Can you hit the L at the bottom?
and they all go dark.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try this. I'll press this Q,
Lights up.
this N,
Lights up.
this M,
Lights up.
this T,
Lights up.
the K.
Lights up.
I'll go down S.
They all go dark.
Okay. So I was wondering if anything adjacent.
How far
We've
did you
been.
get? OP what?
I went all the way across the top.
We did
O and-
OPU, but then he just did the whole cross top. If you
I
do
did.
the top again and hit the X, what happens?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll do the same thing. Q.
Top
and,
across all stays lit.
And then I'll go to X. A.
They all go
Q.
dark.
Okay. I'll try Q X U A Z, the first column.
So Q lights up. X goes dark.
Wait a second. Oh no, that might not say. I'll
Has
do.
the door responded or done anything when stuff
No,
like
it
that?
has not.
Let's try. I'll try this.
This is an actual puzzle, but just side note out of game, I would really love if I were a player and it turns out that the door was just open and you just had to touch the door and it opened. Because so far nobody's touched the door. I'm not saying that that's the answer, but it would make me laugh.
Yeah, no.
So
The simplest thing. Real life story. At school one time, came to a door, tried the handle, it was locked. Buddy of mine went around and opened the door from the other side, and we determined that the handle was locked, but you could just push the door open. So we're sitting in the room, people would come up to the door, try the handle, it'd be locked, they'd knock on the glass, and be like, just come in. They're like, no, the door's locked. I'm like, just come in. And every single person would not open the door because they believed it was locked. And the handle was legitimately, but you could just push the door open.
I was going to say, DJ, Josh and Bolin.
Oh, yeah.
We went bowling and Josh locked his keys in the car, and he had a different car at the time, older one, like definitely used. And we got out there, and it took forever for AAA to find us. And the guy finally shows up, and we're standing outside in like shorts, and it's snowing. And we turn around for 2 seconds and look back, and the back driver's door's open. And we're like, "Oh, you got it?" He goes, "The door's been unlocked this whole time because his power lock didn't work on that one door, so he had to use a manual every time."
That's awesome.
That's terrible.
All right, so yeah, back to this.
No
this
matter what 3 you're hitting, as soon as we hit a 4th, it's going dark.
No,
because he did the whole top.
He hit 5 on the top, and the 6th one went dark.
All right, cat touches the L at the bottom.
Okay, it lights up.
And then the U at under the M, like the middle U, top second down.
They both go dark.
Okay.
Can I try? If it matters, I'm going to try to press all the vowels. I will go left to right, top to bottom. So this O.
Yep.
This U.
The U lights up.
This U.
They all go dark.
Okay. I'll try vertically. U.
Okay.
A.
They go dark.
Start with the A.
A.
Yep.
E. Right.
They go dark.
Okay. Well, let's see. We tried consonants before. Doesn't check the door. Just because that's the only other feature in the room, right? We haven't.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say for the sake of it that, like, Tozu, if you want to take a crack at this puzzle, I'm not going to height limit it. Like, you can.
We can boost or tap for you.
But if you do, the door is locked.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to do anything, but I will do this O,
Sure. Lights up.
this P,
Lights up.
this T,
Lights up.
this I.
They all go dark.
Okay.
Cat taps the YOU and the like.
You paint this.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
They all light up. So now you have YOU lit up.
T.
Like that L.
This T.
Yeah. Oh, it disappeared.
Oh, fancy! The T went away.
No, it didn't. All right. So that T lights up. Yeah. If you can ping your letters, that would be great. Especially if there's duplicates. So they're all lit up. YOUT are all lit up.
And then the H.
They all go dark.
Do the same thing, but the other H.
They all go dark.
There are more than one O. Yes.
Can I go around to the back of the tablet?
Sure.
Is there
It's
anything on the back?
Smooth stone.
Nothing?
I would like to press this one.
Okay.
Then
The lights
this
up.
one.
They go dark.
Really put a damper in me typing in Neshua, huh?
Ah, I like where your head's at, though.
Darn it.
I think we did this already, but I don't. No, maybe not. I'll try it. Why not? O
Sure. Lights.
U
Lights.
Oh.
T.
Lights.
Go check the door.
I'll go check the door.
Still locked.
Okay.
I have an option.
Okay.
L
Lights.
E.
Lights.
I'm sorry. Is this in continuation? Of my-
Yes. No, I'm sorry. When you first hit L, all of the OUT goes dark, and
Okay.
the L lights up. So you hit L.
L-E-T.
What was your LE?
T at the top.
Which T?
We'll go with that one.
They all go dark.
All right,
Ooh,
then I'll do LET on the bottom. I want to try to do let us out.
LE this T on the bottom.
Yep. L
They all go dark.
E. No. Sorry, this T here. The
The one above the L.
that one.
Okay, they're all still lit up.
U.
They all go dark.
All right, the first LET and then this U.
They all go dark.
Can I try?
Yeah, go for it. As long as I could try as many of let us out.
Can you see it? Nothing happens when I touch it, but can you see
You
it?
have to hold your mouse.
You have
clicking.
to click and there you go.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
So
Is
K
it lit?
lights up. They both go dark.
Oh.
Or try key.
Yeah, I was gonna try key. So all the top letters in a row worked.
Yeah, and then when I went
O P
When I went down to the
U
S.
worked.
and down to the Q or the X.
Can we do all the top? Oh my god. And
All the top
Yeah.
lights. Yeah, you don't have to if you're gonna do like
A
the
row or
entire
something.
top row.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so the entire
then-
top lights up.
And then the O.
They all go dark.
Crap. Because I was thinking it's like where they are on the thing to make a picture.
Mm.
What about like a T if I do the top and then the down the middle?
So you hit all across the top, and then
Yeah.
you hit the U in the middle,
Yeah.
and they all go dark.
Okay.
DJ, your brain, anything?
O
Only
N
fools
look.
cannot find.
O N L Y.
I'm going to say at this point, well, no, you know what? Do what you're going to do.
Yeah, let us keep playing. I don't. Yeah. No F.
How about we do the O,
Sure.
the N. Man, the ping is just killing me here.
Yeah.
L.
When you touch the L, they all go dark.
All right,
Yeah, I was trying
I'll
to-
do the same thing, but I'll start with this O,
Okay? O,
and then N.
they all go dark.
You bitch.
Try the S dead in the middle.
Okay, it lights up.
I'll go to the U.
Lights up.
P.
Lights up.
H.
They go dark.
Can I go to the
Right.
door and just investigate to see if there's any other etchings or words there?
Yes.
Do you want
Do an investigation. Okay. There are no
Solid.
words. It is an eerily unnaturally smooth slab of stone that is so finely set into the door frame that you can't even detect a joint.
What about Beetle? You're probably better at this than me. So, is there any other instructions along top? Only fools cannot find. Is there like we need to brush off some dust or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, anybody who wants to do an investigation check on the pillar itself, do so now.
I will.
And can I
I
mage
can't read.
hand and rub the top where the words are?
Yeah.
If there are like any missing letters.
Because otherwise, I want to do The Way Out, which is
You just roll 3 21s in a row.
Yeah. Do it
We're all right. Beetle, we're gonna resolve anybody who wants to do his investigation checks first, and then
Sure.
I investigated. I had a 15.
Are only Beetle and Cat investigating the stone?
I'm gonna leave that to people who
DJ.
are better at things.
All right, so Beetle, you mage hand the top and investigate. Cat, you investigate. This is an unnaturally smooth and like sharp edged, perfectly rectangular stone plinth. No, pillar. I guess I'm gonna stick with pillar.
It was like a tablet, right?
Yeah. It's about a foot thick. It's about 7 feet tall, 5 feet wide. And this 5x5 grid, like all of the angles are perfect. Like perfect. All of the letters are perfect shapes. There's nothing else in it. There's no other etchings that you can find. No missing letters, no words that have been filled in with dirt.
I feel like Bill just got it anyway.
Yeah, those words are there.
Bill, go ahead, ping your...
How about that? Can you see that?
So you hit T, H. When you hit E, they all go dark.
The way oot. Oh yeah, there is an O there. Yeah.
Can I?
So you do...
You could do the
Bing.
same thing. You could do the same
Bing.
thing, Bill.
There they all go out.
But start at the bottom center, then go to the H to the left of that,
T,
and then
H,
diagonal.
do the same
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I don't know how to get rid of this line, so that's up to you.
How did you add that line?
I went to a paintbrush and did freehand.
I didn't know you guys could add drawings. All right, so you go...
Oh,
The DM does not approve.
Don't mess
So you do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
E
W,
W A
A, Y, O, U, T.
O U T, all going up because you can't go
The
down.
stone slab slides open.
Yeah, you have to go up. You can't go back down on the light.
Congratulations. Yes,
Nice, Bill.
that was the rule.
That's cool.
I'm killing it. Give me more.
Beetle has never been so happy to disrespect an old elven man.
I'm fine with my decisions.
So why are you saying give me more? We're in a magical fucking prison.
Because I'm chaotic neutral, and that's what I do.
I'm gonna stab you so hard.
All right, so the door on the other end of the room
No,
is
the
open.
sword? Nothing from the sword?
You can choose to. So the sword has been suspiciously quiet this entire time. You can hear it still kind of making noises, Tozu. But it's kind of just like
Making the snoring sound.
it's almost like it's dreaming about eating something. Like it's not quite actually talking, but you just hear like the occasional
It'd be funnier if it sounds like it's muffled, like that process of making it be quiet is like gagged the dagger.
Why haven't you been answering me? You get out of this.
So the way out is lit up, and the door is open. The stone slab has slid back into the wall.
I demand my flash teleport out. I will not carry myself on my own two legs. No.
So we walk. Maybe
Go.
we're out.
Go
You go through the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Bim, 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 bim.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Challenge number
And you find yourselves in yet another room. It is
DJ, you need to start
Homogeneously
implementing
lit.
puzzles on your customers. Oh, you want to order the hot dog? Oh, well, solve this puzzle and then I'll get back to you.
I mean, we don't serve hot dogs.
I'm
so
like,
it's
I
gonna
want
be a
that.
puzzle.
Exactly.
Serve hot
See?
dogs.
See?
If
Secret
110
menu.
If 110 had hot dogs, it would be the fanciest fucking hot dog.
There's no
No,
such
it
thing as a
wouldn't.
fancy hot dog.
It would
They-
just
they-
be
they jazzed
overpriced
up-
and they'd say it was fancy.
That's true. They jazzed up a grilled cheese, so.
Grilled
By
cheese can be
putting-
It's
by
a
putting goat
panini.
cheese into it.
so you find yourselves in a 15 by 15 room, all kind of huddled, staring at each other. It is once again homogeneously lit. The walls and floor are gray metal, completely uniform, completely smooth. There's nothing in the room. You are packed in pretty close together.
Cuddle time.
And on the far wall, there's a door frame that is covered in a shimmery barrier that is glowing. Sorry, give me one sec. It's glowing blue, red. Wait, shit. Sorry.
These are like colors it's pulsating through.
It's kind of a swirl. It's got a blue, a red, a green, and a grayish silver color. As you look at each other, Brody, your entire personage is glowing faintly blue. Tozu, you are glowing faintly red. Beetle, you are glowing faintly green. And Cat, you are glowing faintly silver.
Sorry, there are 5 colors on the door?
There are 4 colors on the door. They correlate to the 4 colors that you are each glowing.
What's the order of the door?
It's just kind of a swirl.
Okay.
It's continuously morphing and changing. I'm going to whisper to each of you. I would appreciate if you would keep it to yourself as
Be shocked and repeat it out loud.
part of
What do you
this.
mean I'm blank, blank, blank?
How dare you, sir?
I'd like Eli to return, so I'm not going to be a dick. That and I want the challenge.
Oh, sorry for yawning.
And I would appreciate you role-playing the thing that I am chatting you as hard as humanly possible.
Thanks a lot, Eli. I feel like
That's
Hey,
gonna be-
role-play that.
It's going to be hard for DJ and Beetle or Bill because, you know, they're playing a gnome goblin and a satyr.
Why?
But Kat and I will be able to roleplay as humanly possible very easily.
Humanly
Because
possible.
we're humans!
But ting, he's being lame. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's a very bad pun, and I hate it.
Wasn't a pun.
Your whisper just got harder.
Facts. Read up on them.
In fact, your whisper did just get harder.
don't.
All right.
I'm gonna
Take
whisper you
some
a
words.
second. Take a second to read your whispers. If you have any questions, please whisper them back to me.
Just don't say that word, Brody. Just keep it at answers, please.
If anybody else,
Hang on.
so you don't have to specifically roleplay them yet, but once everybody has confirmed that they understand completely what is being asked of them,
Oh yeah.
once everybody's confirmed that, then we will start.
I do have a contingency that I should just double check.
Okay, sure.
The first thing, the question that you asked me, Beetle, yes,
So
you do.
I do just.
Yep.
Ah, damn it.
Yep.
All right, give us a 3, 2, 1, and then we're just going to be in character. There's no more.
Does anybody else have any questions about their thing?
I apologize if I screw mine up.
I don't think so.
DJ, you understand?
I will try.
Pretty sure that I might have the easiest one, so yeah.
Okay. Brody, you get it. Kat, you get it.
I think
I
so.
get it.
I will try.
Do
Easy.
your best to think about what those things mean.
Cat, just out of
motivation.
curiosity, what's your HP at right now?
Oh, shit. I don't.
I'm kidding. I'm just. I just wanted-
That's
Like, oh,
this is a
shit.
non-combative challenge.
Is
All right, if
Nothing in here
everybody's
says that
ready,
restricts my action.
3,
believe so.
2, 1. Here we go.
As action, I walk up to the door.
Sure.
I touch it.
You are repelled.
I
You're not,
try to
like,
focus on.
You're not forcibly thrown
Yeah,
back.
just like it's like magnetic, like push kind of thing. I will try to focus on.
Can you just look intently instead? That would
would-
be great. Just look intently.
I ignore that. I try to focus on the blue spectral part of it.
Okay.
Like I'll
Him saying intently probably means something.
reach for that.
It still pushes you back.
Okay. Well, does anyone
I think intent.
have?
You got a boop? What's going on over there?
I think intently. Did
Just looks at
To-
Beetle.
Oh, you're narrating.
Cat looks at Beetle.
And just shakes her head.
Um,
And then starts flapping her arms like wings.
Beetle
No,
mimes at
just
Tozu.
Beetle is miming at Tozu.
Oh no, he's doing.
You,
Talk?
are you chicken dancing?
I can't talk. You.
Sorry.
Narration. I'm gonna start all of my like actions as
Yeah, all
narration.
right. For the sake of this, if you are narrating an action, please put your hand on your
Potato.
head. This
Potato.
is if it's like I walk up to the door. If your hand is down, I will assume that you are speaking. Cool.
Right, so Brody's going to continue to stare at the door and kind of rubbing his head in ways of you've seen him before because you know he's not that smart, and just staring at it like smoke coming out of his ears, kind of frustration.
Cat walks over to Brody and grabs Brody's hand. And then turns
What are you?
to Beetle and holds out her hand. Yeah, to Beetle. Sorry, potatoing.
Yeah, Beetle, do you grab Cat's hand?
What is he doing?
Beetle's in his own world. Beetle has everyone on mute.
No.
What?
He whispered.
I was
to-
whispering to the DM.
Oh. So did you say no? Did
I denied the whisper request, not the hand
Okay,
holding.
just grab
Cat is grabbing Beetle's hand. Beetle, do you resist it?
Beetle does not resist it, but tries to yank her towards him and is pointing at Tozu.
Beetle,
That's
what's
my favorite
your?
challenge.
what is oh my god. Okay, hold on. All
Don't
of
be polite,
us.
just keep talking.
All of
That
us.
Tozu's on it.
Shh.
Something.
All of us
Ah!
hold thingies. Oh wait, can I say that shit? Hold thing. Go through thing. And I point at door. Because we're all glowing, right?
Yes.
This is hard to.
I grab Tozu's hand.
Okay.
That would be ending the chain, right? Finishing it?
Yeah,
if
so
you-
you're all four holding hands now.
And we walk towards the door.
You are all four repelled by the door.
I tried. That's my idea.
This is a small room. You are all pretty like mashed together. Also, for what it's worth.
Someone else should.
To-
DJ, you got any
Beetle
ideas
stomping
here?
around frustrated, throwing his arms in the air.
Beetle is gesticulating wildly, looking angrily at all of you, just like
Tozu,
doing
what did
all
Don't be
that
Sorry.
he's doing.
I point? What did you say? And I'm pointing at Tozu.
I didn't say anything.
Before.
I just said
Look
to
intently.
Yeah, but that was also before other things, so never mind.
What?
You're looking too deeply into something that Sorry, you're looking too deeply into something that's not there.
You can all at this point roll investigation checks.
Artie's just gonna lean his forehead up against the colored force field.
Dirty 20.
17.
I'm so pissed. I feel like Eli did this on purpose.
Yes, I very carefully picked who gets
The
what.
reason we're in this situation right now.
Oh, I haven't forgotten that this is the second thing that Beetle has gotten us into in
I
a
have to go,
row.
like, 3 days without being in the wagon. You're never getting
It's
back
like
in.
you guys hate adventure and don't want challenges.
I do, but I still get to blame you in game.
All right, Kat and Tozu, something very suspicious is going on here that's obviously impacting the way that the four of you are able to communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should try to figure out what that is. Maybe there's rules or something.
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Beetle is staring at Cat, making eyes like she should continue on with her thoughts.
Kat, make an insight check.
Ooh, can I give it a performance check?
Actually,
Is that
yeah,
an
Beetle
eight?
make a performance check.
Interpretive dance.
I got an 8.
Excuse me.
Don't worry, I can perform the shit into your brain.
Okay, Beetle performed the crap out of this. Cat, make a. Oh, it's gonna have to be inverted. Hang on.
Beetle, can you still whisper with your little
10,
your little
15.
spell
Okay.
anyway?
Are you in character? Or are you head on your head?
Sorry.
I just got to check.
Yeah, don't
That
Cat.
rule was for me.
It seems like Beetle wants you to start pontificating,
What?
Please,
postulating, hypothesize, just spitball, talk out loud.
Okay.
please keep talking.
Okay.
Please keep talking. Talk about
the
talk about nothing and just let me
thing-
keep talking.
I think
The
the more that we talk,
thing
the more that Beetle is able to communicate.
Is
Yes, please keep talking so I can
thing.
have a conversation.
The thing
So
is
I
thing.
think we
The
need to-
thing is thing.
Yeah.
The thing is thing. I
Alright,
don't
so Cat has started continuously saying the thing is thing. Tozu has mentioned
Oh, I guess I could say the
Keep
thing is
talking.
metal. The thing is metal because metal's an adjective, right? The thing is
metal is a noun.
That's a noun.
no. Okay.
Metallic is an adjective.
The thing is metallic. The thing is metallic.
Thank you.
The
Please
thing is
keep
metallic.
talking and let
the
me
thing
talk
is
over
metallic.
you. Thank you.
The thing is
So,
metallic. The thing is metallic.
I
The thing is
think
metallic. The
We
thing is
all need to be doing what
The
we're
thing is
able
metallic.
to
The
do
thing
at
is
the same
metallic. The thing
time
is
so that we can
metallic.
go
The thing is
through at that
metallic.
moment. So if
thing
there's
is
other
metallic.
things that you feel restricted by, let us do.
You guys can do things?
She's still talking.
Yes, we can
I'm not
say,
potato.
Okay.
Cat.
Can we
Cat,
just say
let
she's
me
still
know
talking?
if you ever stop talking. Yeah,
I
we don't have to because it's Discord and it's harder to do.
I'm
I'm on
Yes.
repeat.
Let us figure
Cat
out
is
all of our-
continually saying the thing is metallic over and over again.
Okay.
Don't
So I will.
don't say the Igor thing.
What?
The
It
thing is
hurts.
metallic.
It hurts
The
too
thing is
much.
metallic. The thing is metallic. The thing is metallic.
Don't say Igor.
So
Oh.
thing
Eli,
is
oh, I can't make that.
metallic is
The thing is metallic.
The?
The thing is metallic.
The thing is metallic. That's fine. Ah,
fine. That's
it's okay. That's okay.
fine.
No. Ah.
Fine.
Also, I really can't shout because my dad's trying to sleep in the other room. So
Yes, you can narrate. So Tozu seems to be cringing when you say the word
Fine.
fine.
Okay. Okay. So let's hold hands. Everybody keep saying the word fine if you can. Tozu,
no, don't
just hold
say
on to
that
yourself.
word.
So fine is a bad word?
Okay, I'm just gonna take about 5 hit points right there.
Ooh. All right. Noted.
Oh.
Noted.
No actual damage is done. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I mean, I did say stop saying it, and then it was said about 9 times afterwards. So, I mean,
The thing is metallic. The thing is metallic. The
let's
thing is
just get raped by a
The thing is
succubus again.
The thing is metallic.
Do
The thing
you
is
guys have
metallic.
any other
Pretty
thoughts or things that are being restricted by yourselves?
I don't have any restrictions.
You can't hear the word that starts with an F.
Huh?
Let's
I
make
never
my
said that.
head.
As you say that, Beetle, the red coloring in the doorframe stops swirling. The other colors are still swirling. The red, there's now like a red quarter, like quadrant, squared off quadrant. And the other 3 colors are still swirling, but the red is no longer swirling.
It like abstracted itself.
It has
And
solidified.
DJ was red.
DJ was red.
So we figured out DJ's rule. So that locked his color.
And Cat, you can
I
still
don't
be
know.
saying stuff. Cat, you can.
Cat is still saying the thing is metallic. The thing is
Yeah.
metallic.
Can you
The thing is
not use
metallic.
proper nouns, verbs, adjectives?
The thing is metallic. So as you
Adverbs?
as you start to spitball that, the silvery gray quarter also solidifies.
And is Beetle still not able to talk unless other people are talking?
The green
Or unless Cat is
the
talking?
green quarter solidifies.
And
All of your
Brody-
things
Yeah,
are
all
still
over.
active.
And Brody is just like holding his the entire time. Brody is just holding his head and kind of pulling at his ears, and it looks like he has a headache.
Brody
Brody
is super
is
confused,
confused.
and it hurts to think.
Brody is drop dead gorgeous.
So nice of you to.
Brody has,
Brody has
amnesia.
a
He can't
migraine.
remember who he is. He
Let me
can't remember
think.
why he's here. His memory is gone.
Hang on.
He has severe ADHD.
Brody wants the quiet.
Brody
That's
needs
quiet.
absolute silence to figure out what's going on.
3 things is. Oh.
Brody has no short-term memory.
I can talk, but.
You can only say 3 words.
All right, and the last quadrant stops swirling. The door is now solidly quartered as blue, red, green,
Got you.
and silver.
And in character, that whole thing really was giving Brody a headache.
I wasn't allowed to talk, man. All that stomping around was real.
You're still in this tiny room. It's getting warm. People are smelly.
Can we open the door now?
Yeah, we try to open the
It's just shimmery light at this point. It stops.
Oh, we
swirling.
walked through?
try to walk through.
You can pass through. You are no longer repelled. Congratulations.
That was
So-
funny.
I could only say 3 words, and I wasn't allowed to have sentences only consisting of 3 words. So I had to speak more than
start.
3 words,
Would stop.
but only able to say the first 3.
Mine was you cannot use any nouns except pronouns. The only exceptions are thing and Jack in the Box.
I cringe sharply in pain or fear whenever I speak or hear a word containing the letter F, which is why earlier when Brody said that he was going to focus, I said he was going to stare intently. But that was before we did the
The potato.
narration thing, so that's why it didn't technically affect.
I was narrating and I was focusing.
That was funny.
All right, so you step through. You push through the doorway and enter another room that appears to be. It looks like a regular living room. There's a hearth, fireplace. There's some couches, and the walls are made out of wood. There's a throw rug, bookshelves with books on them.
I look for the sexy demons.
No sexy demons.
Yeah. Good.
But on the coffee table in the middle of the
Beetle.
couches is like a wooden hand like standing, and there's 4 rings on the hand. As you kind of get your bearings in this room, all of you hear in your own heads, "Congratulations, you're not as dumb as I thought."
I think back. Thank you.
Nothing, no answer.
That's fine.
Are all the rings the same? Or are they different
Yes,
colors?
they are all the same. They're all gold.
We're gonna become players.
None of them have stones or
Etching.
like etchings or designs or anything. Plain, flat gold rings.
A gold band.
Yes.
All right, and it's sitting on a coffee table?
Yep.
What kind of coffee table? What's it made out of?
A
What's it
wooden
look like?
coffee table.
Would
Plain.
it be
It
in,
is a
would it be in
rectangular
Kramer's,
coffee table.
would it be in the legendary Kramer's coffee table book about coffee tables?
Sure.
Excellent.
Can we move the coffee table? Does it move?
I'd like to.
No, it does
activate
not.
Detect
Does not
magic
move.
with my glasses.
Everything is made out of transmutation magic.
Every-
Even
Literally
rings.
everything. Literally everything around you is made out of transmutation magic. The rings are also magic.
So I can tell.
I don't know if they're
They're
transmutation.
in magic, they're in the school of magic.
I don't know what school they are. Hang on. I'm pretty sure they're all transmutation, but I need to double check.
Eli, real quick, the voice that we each heard independently, did it sound like the old elf speaking?
That was all done by message. The old elf was all done between Beetle as message.
Didn't he say something at the very end? No.
He slammed his staff into the ground.
Hey,
I thought
that,
I thought he
that
did. I
voice
thought he
sound
did say
like
something.
the elf
but-
in my head.
Yes, it did. Look at that.
Fair.
Got that all by myself, right? Thanks, Pat.
Got you. I mean, what?
We'll go with the enchantment. Yeah, the rings all glow with enchantment. Everything else... everything else glows with conjuration.
Okay.
The entirety of the rest of the room glows with conjuration magic.
I relay that to the party.
And Kat, to answer your question, no, the coffee table does not move. You can make a strength check.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Can I arcane
So
check?
now what? I say aloud.
I look
Oh.
around the room for anything like written or any weird things on walls and such before. we
There are
get
books
back.
on shelves.
There are books. I like books. I go to the books.
They do
Where are the
not
books?
come out of the shelves.
There's
There's-
5 rings. There's 4 of us. That means
There's
everyone
4
gets a
rings and
ring,
Four
and I
rings.
get 2.
There's
Wait,
4
wait,
rings.
I still want the second one.
There's 4. There's only
Where are the
4.
There's only 4.
Where are the books?
The books are on bookshelves, and they do not come out of the shelves.
That's fine.
There-
What do they say?
They do not have labels on the bindings.
They push
Yeah.
in if I tap them.
Hey, Kat, I bet if you take a
Nope.
ring, you'll be able to read them.
Do I slide?
Come on,
Can
I
I
dare
slide
you.
the
I
bookshelf?
dare you.
You cannot.
There a door.
There are no doors.
So what do we do now?
I'm taking a ring.
Tozu takes a ring and winks out of existence.
Tozu, no!
Sounds about right.
I guess that happens before me. That works.
Can you communicate with Tozu? I don't know how.
You cannot message or
That works.
whisper or whatever.
Tozu's with the horses now. Poor Tozu.
Your horses are now dead.
Let's go get Tozu.
I found the evil.
So do
I
y'all do
found the
that?
evil.
I'm gonna grab the pinky ring.
Oh no.
Beetle grabs a ring
Bo can fight.
and winks
pretty
out of
good.
existence.
So I said
Are we
what I
doing
said,
this?
and I went.
I like
and
it,
did the thing.
Brody.
You go next.
All right, I grab one.
Winks out of existence.
Oh God.
Which finger?
Either we're
is
gonna
left?
join each other, or we're all
The
dead.
middle one, Brody.
The middle one?
The middle one.
I'll take it.
It's the party finger.
And you all open your eyes. In the middle of the
Hello? Oh, you got laggy.
Eli, you cut out.
Where are
Sorry. You open your eyes in the middle of the woods.
we?
You're
Is the
not quite
carriage
sure
there?
exactly where you are. The carriage is there. Min and Max
Our
are there.
horses?
Broseph is there. Your horses are there.
Okay.
Bo, like, wickers nervously,
So like, where the
but is
you been?
obviously glad to see you.
I can talk to Bo. Bo, what's going on? What has happened?
I don't know. We all just got teleported. Those of you who are mounted, you are back on your
Mounted
horses.
again.
You do not have to remount. You are mounted again. And Bo can communicate through images, vague thoughts, specific thoughts, words.
Yeah, we have telepathy with one another. He understands common. He gains the ability to understand common and understand one language of my choice, which I will choose to be common.
Okay.
And we can communicate with telepathy. So assumedly we can think words at one another.
Okay, so Bo indicates that you have all just been teleported somewhere, and she doesn't like that.
I assume
Not a
it was
fan
he.
of magic.
Don't like you disappearing like that. How long were
you
we
did
gone?
not disappear.
Oh,
You were gone? What?
Mm.
was I just? So we all.
That was
just
all
snapped away?
magic. It was all mythical, yeah. Like,
Oh,
in our
Wait.
heads.
not them. They're having telepathic, but
Yeah,
from
where
what-
I'm speaking
from
from
what?
ours.
Oh God, what's your other guy's name? Broseph?
Broseph.
Broseph and then Min and Max are the two.
So
faceless.
you
You're
chit chat
saying-
with Broseph a little bit. You all were standing there. Cat asked some questions. They blew a horn. An old person started walking over there. Beetle was staring intently at the old person. Beetle started to walk away. The old person clomped a staff, and you all teleported here.
Do I still have the ring?
The four of you still have your rings.
So, did we all teleport? Like, was there a time that we were apart, or like they clumped the staff, and
They clomped the staff, and you all instantly were here.
including the rest of them?
Min, Max, Broseph, Bo, and presumably the other horse did not notice your absence.
So we just kind of all.
We had a
Yep.
time and space moment outside of their timeline, but
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, we've always been with them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So,
Don't be dicks to old wizards.
does everyone?
I got a
does
ring out of
everyone's-
it. What are you talking about?
Does everyone still have their goodie bag prize
Yeah, he said we got our ring still.
added to
You
the
do
character
still have
sheet?
your rings.
I don't know that I learned anything.
What did we? So you know that they are magic, and what
They
did
are
we determine were the? Yes,
Enchantment.
you know that they're.
They're
enchanted rings.
with something.
What did we determine were the rules of?
You spend a short rest interacting with it, and you
Okay.
learn basically everything about it. And then if it requires attunement, you have to spend a second short rest to then attune to it.
Okay,
But otherwise, the first one will tell you everything.
Or you can just straight up attune to it even if it's not necessary, and you'll get the benefit of knowing what it is. Only if you succeed in that full process of time. I think that's
You
what
have
I
to do
read.
the first. You have to do the first one. If it requires an attunement, you have to do the first one first.
Attunement actually says if you attune correctly, you get the benefit of what you just firstly described, though. So you wouldn't do it twice.
No, I don't think that's accurate from what I remember us doing last time, but I could be wrong.
That's what I thought it said.
Let's look it up again.
Nerds be nerding.
Yeah, well, I like playing by the rules. It's the most fun for everybody. Attunement 36.
Unless it's ambiguous and there's a gray area, I could see where that other thing you just described is part of it, but it says if the short rest is interrupted, the attunement fails. Otherwise, you end the short rest. The creature gains the intuitive understanding of how to activate any magical properties of the item, including
Right.
any necessary command words. So,
But it doesn't tell you what it does. It will tell
wouldn't those
you
be the magical properties?
no.
Like, if the magical properties are +2 fortitude, that's what it
So
does.
identifying a magic item. Some magic items whenever a magic item you can cast identify, and that cuts to the chase. Alternatively, a character can focus on one magic item during a short rest while being in physical contact with the item. At the end of the rest, the character learns the item's properties as well as how to use them. Potions are exceptions. You just taste a little bit and you know. Some magic items carry a clue to its properties, such as like you float a little or you have springy jumps. When you attune, class, I give a few prereq. Without becoming attuned to an item without becoming attuned to an item, at least one spell. Creature gains only its. Yeah, without becoming attuned to an item that requires attunement, a creature gains only its non-magical benefits. So, like a sword can stab, a shield can block. Tuning to the item.
Based on how it's written, the fact that it describes the first and then says the second and refers to the first, it must mean that you just always do the first, regardless. And then once you do that, you find out you need to attune to it, and then you do the second.
I'm going to say, for the sake of ease and the nature in which you got these items, you all collectively know that they do not require attunement, and you all know what each of your rings do.
My ring allows me to heal Cat every time I stab
Oh my
her.
God. Did it matter which ring we took? Because that's going to be hilarious.
I got the middle ring.
I got
Brody got the middle ring. They have been randomly rolled predetermined to this. Sorry.
That's fine. I'll take whatever. What did mine do?
Would you like to all collectively know what each other's rings do?
I don't.
Does it matter?
Well, if you want to keep secrets.
Why don't we
Actually,
whisper
the way
it
that
and then
this is
find
gonna
out
work-
whether we should tell?
The way that this is going to work is you're all going to know the title of your ring and not quite exactly anything else.
That's fine. So then we would do that short rest to figure out the rest.
Ring of making beetles
Sure.
up.
Beetle, you have gained a ring of fire detection. Brody, you have gained a ring of indestructibility.
Wait, you said detection or protection?
Detection.
Detection.
Cat, you have gained a ring of teleportation.
Nice.
And Tozu, you have gained a ring of concealment.
Oh, look at you. You got the right ring.
I'm teleporting. That's cool.
Or so you think.
What?
Remember that thing Bill said at the beginning of this?
I didn't
What?
say diddly poop.
Also, Bill says a lot.
Cursed.
Okay.
No, they're not cursed.
Yet.
Totally. They're totally not cursed.
Not to eat too much of Eli's time here, but I still feel that if you do a rest to attune, it doesn't tell you what it does. It just tells you how to turn it on and off.
No, I agree. So the
Learn
way that
how
the
to
rules are
activate the
written,
property.
Yeah.
yeah, the way the rules are
I'm gonna-
written, they refer to the first step, which was described first. So if you have a magic item and you're holding it, you can tell it's magical. But he's saying
Right,
through
just
this
by picking it
process- Yep. And then a
Yep.
short rest gives you the what it does, and then after that, it tells you during that short rest of what it does.
If it needs
I need to be
attunement.
attuned, and then you got to
Right.
do another. Yep.
Yes, to attune. Yep,
Yep.
100% agree.
So the logic of the writing versus the verbiage of it on a standalone, which is why I think I was getting confused because I was just looking at it on its own.
Yeah, if you read one without the other, it's false leading.
I'm going to say that each of you knows how to sort of activate this ring. if you need to do anything with it. Brody, you do not need to do anything with your ring to activate it. None of them require attunement. You're not quite sure of exactly how the effect works.
Specifically, mine is passive. The rest of
Specifically, yours is passive.
The other three are active, like
The other three are active and require a
reaction,
focus.
action, something,
yes.
bonus action, whatever it might be.
Conveniently, they are all free actions.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wait to short rest with this thing before I start playing with it.
I'm going to say that you've gained all the benefits that you're going to gain.
Oh. So
If you, I
know how to turn it
I will
on.
tell you each. Yeah, I can tell you each how they work.
Okay. So I know how to make it work, but I don't know how it will work.
Beetle, to make it work, you hold it up to a fire.
Hey,
Yes,
is this
this
fire?
is
Yes, it
fire.
is.
Thank you. You gave me a mundane ring of my hand is hot.
If I touch this, will it hurt? Yes, it will. Oh, thanks, Ring.
Hold up to a fire.
You pick
Ring
a
of fire detection. Hold up to a fire.
Am I getting details?
Maybe that's how it gets
Yes.
charges.
Cat, you pick a location that you can see, and think about teleporting there. Tozu, you think about turning invisible.
Great. I am gonna turn invisible.
Right now?
Yep.
Can we still see the ring?
We're going to save this for next session
Tune in next week.
to see what happens to Tozu.
The continuing adventures of
What I'm really wondering is
Tozu getting cursed items
Since I
and
was the
Beetle
first-
getting us in sticky situations.
like if anything, I'm almost backtracking out of it. Like with like how much of this was just an instantaneous we know what we got moment when we got out of everything.
It was
I was the first one to just grab a ring, so I was the first one out. And would I be, would that be in my nature to just be like, all right, just like, and be like, if I heard this mysterious voice being, you now have a ring of concealment.
Yeah, I mostly so if you all want to like it's 10:15. That's really
No,
if you all want to
understand
like
that.
I have all night. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. If you all want to take some time now and play with your new rings, I'm happy to do that, but if some people have to go to bed or work or whatever tomorrow, I don't want to like spend another 20 minutes role playing out what happens when you try to use these.
No, I'll interject real quick. I think, DJ, we all popped back into existence simultaneously, even though we all popped
Yes.
out differently. So, yeah, we all...
Because that was more the question. Because if I like just got out immediately, then I might have just been like,
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
you all popped out at the same time.
Because,
Right.
we all popped in with the other dudes, and then so...
Dudes. My dudes.
My dudes. My
Yeah.
dudes.
Theoretically, if Brody had waited a year in that living room and then taken the last ring, no time would have passed for the rest of you
I would have been a year wiser.
of reading the
And
nun
dinner
books
with
that
no
you couldn't
rations.
take out of the bookshelves.
But where's the door?
I don't know
Just
about you
wanna-
guys, but I had a grand old time with all those puzzles.
No, puzzles.
Yeah,
are
it's
great.
fine. I love
Feedback.
puzzles.
I think, puzzles are fun, and
Yeah.
I don't know. How did you? First of all, does anybody get inspiration? I think you all did a good job. It's tough in a puzzle session because
Because it relies on the player and not the
it
character.
relies on the player more than the character, and I think you all
That was fun.
did.
I
good
feel like
work.
if we were gonna do inspiration, I'd give it to Bill, just because he solved like 2 of them, at least.
He's also the reason we were in the
Yeah, Bill.
That is true. He
Bill being
negates
a
it though.
dick to
Damn
this
it.
You
wizard.
guys are metagaming,
But,
and I
but
disapprove.
I like puzzles, so I guess I'm
So-
okay with it. So I would throw it to Bill.
100% why you wound up in this.
But I like puzzles, so
Hey,
it's cool
I'm,
I ended up
I'm
with
just
puzzles.
being in character, and if that's what happens...
Yeah, I don't blame Bill. I blame Beetle. Or I should say,
I'm doing what
I
I'm
should say
supposed to do.
Brody blames Beetle
Yeah, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to. So,
twice.
Twice.
if you guys think I should get it, I'll take it, but I'm fine
Is
with
Beetle
it.
getting
I
it?
feel like the group did a fair amount of everything. Like, you guys...
DJ, any
did
thoughts?
stuff.
no real thoughts.
All right, Beetle, you can take one. That was good.
Woo! I have 2 now.
Thoughts on puzzles in general? Likes,
I love
dislikes?
puzzles. Puzzles
Were
are
any of
good.
them too hard, too easy?
I don't think that we officially know what we did to solve the first one because
Would
there
you
was
like
more
to
than
know?
one. There was more than one variable. I'd love to know.
I think it's the candles.
Yeah. Every time you count was going to go up by 1. What you needed to do was light the number of candles that the next room count was going to be, and then open the door.
We got
So
lucky, though.
conveniently, you were
We got
in room
lucky.
3, so the next door open was going to say 4,
Or
and you each had a lit candle. So there were 4 lit candles in the room, and the next tile was going to say 4.
that was just dumb luck.
So it passed you through. That was literally dumb luck. If only Beetle had a candle, or if only the 3 of you on the tile had a candle, then you just would have been in the next room with 3 candles and the number 4.
So funny.
So
done,
that one
though.
was just luck. Number 2, you had to spell the way out. The rules were it had to go bottom to top,
Top. Yep.
and they could touch adjacently or diagonally, or
Yep.
orthogonally or diagonally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
only
got
the
that
only
one.
thing I think I'd challenge on that is that if there was some sort of Sherlock Holmes-esque clue, physical property clue that showed that the door, when it would lift up, like there's some sort of scraping that would show that the door goes up. There was nothing that indicated to us that we had to spell it
Had to go top
vertically.
to-
Yeah, there was
bottom to
no
top,
clue.
sure.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
But
that
like
was fun.
testing
Well,
the letters,
yeah.
we got
never-
there.
Yeah, we never noticed going down was our problem.
I did
Yeah.
right as you figured out what it
Yeah,
was.
so
Yeah.
no, I had a lot of fun. I thought about doing something similar to this.
I like
as a
puzzles.
one-off, So
Yeah, and then number 3, you all had unique curses, and you had to the party had to guess pretty close to whatever each player's curse was to let that player out.
and I'll just
Yeah,
say, darn you all for being polite and letting other people talk.
Well, it's hard in online format.
Yeah,
you know,
that
like,
one
it's very
was
difficult.
tougher. I had
It's okay, we got
not.
It was also really hard to figure out what the hell to say because I couldn't say anything.
Yeah, you couldn't use nouns.
I was like, what the hell? I
It's
was
like
like, I
the
don't even know if
thing.
I'm going to do this right.
And bravo on making a role playing puzzle and a role playing game. I'd say if any of the 3 puzzles I would challenge the most, it would be that one though. One, the online makes it hard, but you know that's not something I'm going to hold it against the game. But like puzzles are really difficult to implement because, like we said, it challenges the player, not the character.
Mhm.
And if you make succeeding in a puzzle mandatory for advancement, you're really putting a lot of faith in your players to get by it. To then have it be you need to role play a particular way in order to provide the clue for your fellow players to understand what needs to be done. Like there's just a lot of weight being put out there.
So that to give yourselves some credit, I have a whole separate list of puzzles. I have a document of puzzles that can be thrown in anywhere, and I had initially anticipated this session being one puzzle. And then you guys just kind of chewed through it. So I was like, okay, we'll get to a second puzzle. And then the way that you handled it, the way that you as players approached puzzle solving, the third one was the hardest / riskiest. And that, like, if you failed, it would have been the hardest to
Get out of.
guide you through to success and succeed at. And that was a somewhat calculated risk based on how you've been the last 20 sessions and how you handled the previous puzzles, and that
Eli,
I get what you're saying as like it's difficult and it's risky, and then also
He knows
like
smart cookies.
you guys are solid. You did a really good job with the rest of this campaign so far and with the other puzzles, and it was kind of a leap of faith thing, and there were going to be some sort of hints and clues and progressively easier investigation checks to try to
Yeah.
sort of lead you along that path. But
But we didn't even need it.
you didn't need them because you guys are I think
We're smart
better
cookies.
than than you think you might be.
Thank you. Risk is definitely the correct word there. Like, there was a lot
Yes.
of risk.
There was risk
that.
in doing that puzzle with you in this format.
They were fun though. That was cool.
Yeah. No, I love puzzles.
I took the gamble on it, and like you guys solved it inside like 9 minutes, which is about how long I feel like I have the attention span for puzzles before I get frustrated. So
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, so I'd say my 2 critiques of the night were like that third one was like, oh boy, you know, like really taking a chance. And then just in general, I try to make sure that puzzles are not mandatory to surpass in order to advance. They should be if you solve the puzzle, it's a shortcut, or if you solve a puzzle, you get this bonus treasure that you wouldn't have gotten anyway, or this extra bit of information that you don't need but is nice to know, you know.
It could be that if it's on a side quest, it has to be done for a side quest.
Well,
yeah,
just
well,
like
there
even
was.
Because
So
if the path is the path, and we have a little detour, like if we had to go back to the whatever, say there's a side dragon that we have to kill, but we can't get.
And
there,
if you
that
want
makes sense too.
the metagame DM insight to other DM, you were put here as a punishment. So worst case scenario, we fast forward 2 days with you all struggling and getting to hate each other and smelling up this room, and the wizard that put you there pulls you back out. You don't get the treasure because you didn't solve the puzzle, and he says, I hope you learned your lesson. Now,
yeah, it was prison.
Yeah.
It was jail.
yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't a life or death puzzle. It was this is a punitive measure for a party member's actions. So they're like whether or not you noticed it or whether or not like Brody felt it, there was a built-in backdoor to what if you don't get this.
Yeah, we got pulled into a computer program. Like
Effectively, yeah.
yeah.
But I do I hear what you're saying there, and
Yeah, just speaking,
I will
to my experience, you know.
chew on that as like how you as a player like things and as a DM like to do things.
And
for future
don't get me
puzzles
wrong,
and encounters.
this was
and
great.
stuff.
I loved it. We, you know, having a dedicated puzzle run was a lot of fun. I just puzzles are one of those like, all right,
Yeah, it can be hit
they
or
can be
miss.
great or terrible.
Yeah.
You got a contingency to make it work. Sweet.
There was. I mean, theoretically, you didn't figure out the first one. You opened, 9,000 doors, or you spent like 2 full days lighting all the candles, and nothing happened. And then the wizard pulled you out and said,
Let that be a lesson to you.
"You dumbasses, let that be a lesson. Don't mess with the elves. You're in over your head. Fuck off." And send you on your way.
And instead, my shenanigans got us some boons.
Kind of. You do have a ring of hold your hand up to a fire and see if it's hot, though.
But it's enchanted for that.
But it is enchanted for that, and probably worth
And
some money
maybe
at the
I
very
will
least.
come across magic fire, and it will tell me what type of fire. You never
I
know.
get,
I
I
like
could
to
see.
think that you just get the most pointless ring because of being a dick.
I'm not being.
I
a
could see
dick.
Beetle being the type like I remember my friends telling me about the story, but that a character in their game got a helm that when they put it on, it made them blind, but it increased their ability to hear. Like they got like bonuses,
Like
on perception
Daredevil?
checks type of thing. Right. So like, but instead of viewing it as being like, oh, this is a cursed item I can't see, they're like, oh, this is a wondrous item that allows me to like hear better, like it. And that was just how
Yeah.
their character took everything. They're like, don't look at the lightning storm. Look at the silver lining of the cloud. It was just very funny to hear it. So like Beetle could be like, oh, this ring of fire detection. This will help someone who's has like nerve damage and they can't feel anymore. Now they know not to touch the pan because it's hot.
And hey, I'm chaotic, so I'm just impulsive. Not a dick on
Right.
purpose. I'm just a wild card.
I can't.
Well,
help
and
myself.
I do like the train that you had of like, oh, maybe it's illusory fire, and you can tell if it's real fire or not by
That's clever, yeah. Actually,
your magic ring. Like there could be a very niche circumstance in which it's useful.
Mm-hmm.
And until then, I have a really cool pinky ring.
And until then, it's just a ring. It doesn't require attunement, so
Dialing.
you're not like hit. I'm not capping magic items. You're not. It's good. It's just a cool ring. And you all have matching rings now to show that you're part of the
We're
same
besties.
same gang. They do also magically resize to whatever finger you put them on.
Yeah.
Oh, very fancy.
Standard magic item
Standard.
shenanigans.
Yep. The magic
They let
armor
these
always
boots fit.
fits.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. No, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, thank
Awesome.
you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.